March and April turned out to be good earnings months for me at AdobeStock, and here's a look at my data. First, let's look at my year-over-year earnings at Adobe. In March of 2023, I earned $2,010 there, and jumping ahead to March of 2024, I earned $2,224. That's a nice 10.6% increase. This is continuing a good run for me at AdobeStock with regular increases compared not just to the same month a year ago, but also to the prior month of this year. Looking over my daily totals in March, I saw a number of days earning well over $100, so I'm getting some nice consistency in the daily earnings across my portfolio at Adobe, both newer images and videos that I'm uploading as well as my older work from the past 16 years. I think it just goes to show you that you need to keep at it. If you're new and not yet seeing the earnings that you're hoping for, you have to be patient and give it some time. So a 10.6% increase year over year is great, which beats the actual growth in my portfolio. I uploaded around 2,500 new images and videos in the past year, which grew my portfolio by about 8%. Everyone asks me if my increase is because of AI, and the answer is no. I'm still doing a very limited amount of work with AI. I consider it to be risky when you hear of contributors who've built up large portfolios over the past 10 or more years, and they've started to go heavily into creating AI work. They make a few mistakes and their accounts get banned. That's a risk I'm being very cautious about, at least for right now. Now let's look at April, which turned out even better for me. Looking at April of 2023, I earned $1,948, and then in April of this year, I earned $2,387, which is an increase of 22.5% or more than double the increase I saw in March. And again, this is all without adding any new additional AI content. Looking at my daily earnings from April, I see some good consistency again with many days near or surpassing $100 and even a few in the $200 range. Now, it's great that I'm seeing some good growth at AdobeStock because the picture is quite the opposite at my other two top performing agencies. At Shutterstock, my March year-over-year earnings fell by 22%, and in April they fell by 35%. I'm still continuing to upload at Shutterstock because I'm earning close to $1,000 a month there, but at this point I can only expect the declines to continue, despite Shutterstock still trying to pick up market share and remain relevant by doing things like its recent purchase of Envato. Now, I've only had limited success at Envato over the years, so I've never focused on growing my portfolio there, and I don't expect this move will benefit me unless they simply decide to move Envato buyers over to the Shutterstock marketplace and eventually shut down Envato storefronts altogether. That could boost my earnings since Envato customers haven't had access to my full portfolio, so that could be a helpful sign, but I'm not holding my breath. Now let's look at Storyblocks. If you've seen my other earnings videos, you know they forced a massive earnings cut on me about a year ago, which has been driving my earnings down nearly 90% every month compared to 2023. Now, since we're about at the year mark since that happened, I may soon be able to start reporting better comparisons there. But from the trends I've seen at Storyblocks over the past year, I seem to be hovering right around the same exact amount every month with little movement. And when it does move, it tends to be slightly down. Still, it's more than $1,000 a month, so I continue to upload there. If you contribute to Storyblocks, how have your earnings been over the past year? Please let me know in the comments. So now let's take a look at the type of content that's performed the best for me over the past few months. If you've watched my other recent earnings videos, there won't be too many surprises here. My top 10 selling themes and concepts have been hiring, diversity, equity, and inclusion, mitigating risk, investments, real estate, healthcare, new, winning a game or a competition, technology and innovation, and time concepts like Act Now or Limited Time. So these are themes that perform well for me, and if you think you could create content on them using photography, illustration, or generative AI, you should give them a try. What I've learned over my 16 years of doing this is that business concepts seem to sell the best, and the ones I just listed tend to be the ones that have stood the test of time, at least for me. Diversity, equity, and inclusion is a more recent one, but the rest of them tend to be pretty evergreen, which has meant that content I created and uploaded 10 or even 15 years ago continues to earn me money month in and month out. But I'm always looking for new themes to cover and improving my processes for titling and keywording. I've been able to work a lot of new best practices into my daily workflow for finding new high commercial value topics to cover and writing titles and keywords that will help my work be easily found by buyers. These things really are the keys to success in selling your work online, no matter what it is you're creating. I'll close out today with some information on a new course I've just created that offers a deep dive on these topics. If you're interested, give it a look. There's a coupon code for the course in the description below. If you want to sell images or videos online at stock agencies like AdobeStock, this is the course for you. I've been selling online since 2008, and I'm going to share what I've learned over the years to build a portfolio of more than 22,000 images and 8,000 videos. Now, this is a companion course to another class I've taught on selling your work online, but this one is quite a bit different. Here we're going to take a deep dive into AdobeStock to look at what's selling there, how to spot high commercial value topics, why great titles and keywords are so crucial, and what it looks like when titles and keywords are done right, and what it looks like when they're not. You're going to see real-world examples of what to do and what not to do. So whether you're generating AI images and videos or creating traditional photography, illustrations, or animations, you'll get valuable insights to help you. And I've included exercises that you can take on your own, challenging you to grade the commercial value of your own content, write a title for one of your files, or compose keywords to maximize the earning potential of a particular file. These exercises are also contained in the free course book that you'll be able to download. It's designed to help you keep applying the learnings from the course long after you've completed it. By the end of the course, I believe you'll look at selling stock online quite a bit differently and be able to apply some best practices to your own work, putting you in a great position to connect with more buyers. So let's dive in.